How you doing? This is John Wayne Mercure, the Sonneteer in beautiful Chandler, Arizona. I'm the sensei. I'm the teacher. That's what I did all my life. It's the only thing I know how to do. And I'm doing it now because why? I'm trying to tell you, man, Shakespeare, I love him. I love him. I love him. He wrote 154 sonnets, and almost all of them are about love. How do you write 154 sonnets about love? Well, he did. And they're all different, and he's a genius. And I've been reading him since I was 8 years old and studying all poets. And I'm trying to be like him. I can't make it, but here's one that's about love. Sonnet number 1262. Love is everything. Maybe someone has to have their hearts broken to understand. It took that for me to understand. I had to have my heart broken. See clearly what a divorce truly is. Deserts of wastelands. It's awful. It's awful. Your guts are ripped out. Your chest pains are stabbing, and it doesn't stop. It's torturous, awful, hot agony. Stakes of razor-sharp needles piercing your heart, perforating your stomach, your chest, your organs, deeply like daggers. A true, magnificent obsession. And we can't sugarcoat it. It's that bad. It's unfathomably bad. Has no depth. You're unreasonably jealous. You continue grieving for her. She is gone. She left a really, really mean note. Really, it hurts just to even read it. She left a really mean note. She said, I'm leaving you, she said. I'm in love with anybody but you. Oh, that's a dagger to the heart. I'm in love with anybody but you. Cry all you want. I'm not changing my mind. To hell with you. That's hard to read. But you know, what can you do? You can't. What can you do? That's what they say in the East. What can you do? Down rivers of broken dreams. They're gone now. Gliding into oblivious darkness. You just go through this really bad time. Drowning in self-pity. Who knew love could be so pitiless? Maelstroms, storms, tempests, hurricanes of mental anguish in your head. Hopelessness. A quicksand of morasses. That sounds bad. Morasses like molasses. Quicksand, you're in it and you can't get out. Confusion, grief, shiftlessness. You don't want to do nothing. Motivation is kaput. You don't want to do nothing. You're letting your talents just lay there. And it's just these sick catch-22s. Everything you see is darkness. You can't get over her. Meaningless liaison with gorgeous ladies. But those are other people's daughters. You can't be doing that. I mean, love is a serious thing. You don't want to break another heart. You had it done to you. You don't want to do it to another human being. And your lady, you can't get over men. Other men are touching her. Touching her. Raw, nagging animosity. You want to get a gun. But you can't kill. It's commandment number 6. And you can't. God will not help you if you come to him with blood on your hands. You can't. What are you going to do? You can't get over men touching her. Raw, nagging, anger, melodrama, naked. You're flushed with emotions. Ugly marital infidelity. It's awful. Somebody's touching her. Romance is shattered. You got to move on. You don't have a choice. She's gone. Sanguinary, bloody survival. You got to survive. Memories of girlfriends past. All beautiful ladies. Beautiful. I remember all of them. They were fascinating. Wonderful. Women are wonderful. Fascinating ladies, so very beautiful. Breezes, soft in alpine meadows. Picnics, awesome. Pretty angels they were. I remember all of them, and they were so wonderful. Other people's daughters. Beautiful women. Boys gawking at them. Men lusting for them. Wolf pack lechers. You know how men are. Women are spectacular. All the temptations of Eve, it's supposed to be that way. They're heaven for somebody special. They're Eden's goddesses, and they are. They're that good, and they're that beautiful, and they're that wonderful, and spectacular women. God bless them. And hands off, little girls. The fathers will murder you. They will murder you, slowly and wickedly. You're killing them. You're killing the father, too. And you fathers out there, I'm talking to you. You got to help me. No little girls. This child pornography, those people should be shot. And if we have to have firing squads, then so be it. Pornography with little kids. Are they insane? That's the devil. And we have to fight the devil. Maybe he'll flee from us if we don't do more. All right. Fathers will murder them, and I'm good for you fathers. I don't want anybody to murder them, but take it to the law. Wonder Women, Wonder Women. I want them protected. Little girls too. Heaven, they're heaven for some lucky gentleman that is found to be worthy. And you guys out there, you got to be worthy. You're supposed to be a man. You're supposed to be a provider. You're supposed to earn it honestly, decently, as a gentleman with strength and righteousness. You're supposed to be able to do that. Well, if you have to be worthy. What woman's going to want you if you're not? You got to have skills. You got to use your talents. A terrible thing if you're in a marriage and you blow up what was once an unbreakable bond that was sacred, and you screwed it up, and I did. Miserable loneliness. Within, it's in our souls forever. It's immortal, that loneliness, that wretchedness, that mistake you made. Why? Because she's gone. Aldous Huxley said, most human beings have almost an infinite capacity for taking things for granted. And we all do it. That's why every day we got to tell the people that are around us that we love. J'aime vous. I love you. I love you. I care about you. And thank you for being in my life. And you say it's like that guy on TV. I just like hearing it. Everybody wants to hear it. Everybody needs encouragement. We have a capacity for taking those things for granted. Are we all guilty? I know I am, and I try not to be. I try to tell people I care. I'm talking to you. I care about you, citizens, American citizens. The true value of committed love, marriage. It's the basis for survival of humanity, the family, and we're getting away from that. A man, I'm talking to you men out there. You have to, it's your flesh and blood. You can't just abandon them. You can't do that to your son. What's your son going to remember you by? The some coward that ran away? And you women there, you got to make sure you have a man that can provide. A woman has to look out for herself. A man has to be worthy. They're the providers, and we have to do that. And women can provide too, but the guy ought to help with the housework, and it's just part of that. And I'm just telling you, hey, it's the survival of humanity, the family. Truth is God, all right? And God is the truth. And there can be only one truth. That's God. That's the spire in the New York City. One spire. That's love. God is truth. There can be only one God, divine. We are instructed to seek truth, to look for truth and righteousness, family unity. Now, why is Raquel Welch? What a beautiful woman. Raquel Welch, she said, there are no hard men, only weak men. You men got to be worthy. You got to step up to the plate. Get off your butts. It's not all about football and being a macho man. It's about providing for your sons and daughters. That's your flesh and blood. And I'm telling you, it's about love. Do you love your family or not? You're the Sir Galahad. You're the knight of the round table. We must get busy being worthy. My callous shortcomings that I have in my own life, they haunt me to this very day. I screwed up, and I'm sorry, but it's too late. It's too late. I gotta move on. I've been alone for 40 years. Dated a lot of beautiful women, but if you don't love them, you can't break a heart. You can't. I would never do that to somebody. You learn to live with the pain. What I did, I wrote sonnets. I started a long time ago. Shakespeare had 154. I got 1,272. And this one here is about love. Hey, love is everything. I'm talking to you guys. If you got a lady, take her a present. Take her a Hershey bar and say, this is because you're so sweet. Take her a flower and say, man, this flower, it reminds me of you. Just do that, Take a homeless person a sandwich. I got something for you, brother, sister. We can do it. We got to help people. The people have talents. We got to help them, and we can. And you guys with the audits, you veterans got to help me with the audits. We got all this damn money, and where is it? They spent $8 trillion in the Obama administration. Where is it? Where's the audits? We could use that money to help these homeless, to get them some skills. We have to have schools of skills. That's the answer. It's Jeffrey Canada. Look him up. He's on the internet. He's got fabulous schools in pursuit of knowledge, technical schools, private schools, and we got to do that everywhere. We got to do it soon. And I'm talking about love here. Don't screw up like I did. They asked this detective on TV, they said, what's wrong with divorce? And he said, everything. Everything's wrong with divorce, because his lady had left him because she was an attorney now and married another attorney, and she wanted the money. And I grew up, and she left him, and she was beautiful, and he can't get over. And they said, hey, what's wrong with divorce? Everything. The family. And you give your word. You took an oath. You're a gentleman. You have to live by law and righteousness, all right, and strength. And are you a man or not? Are you worthy or not? And you're probably not. And I'm sorry. Hey, I love all of you guys out there. Citizens United, I'm talking to you veterans especially. You guys that have given up so much blood, okay, and your liberty and your freedom. Hey, thank you for helping. Allah, Allah, pour moi, pour vous. Au revoir, mes amis.